I'm just going to read you a few headlines here. 1. From New York Magazine. Everyone is cheating their way through college. Here's a headline from the Wall Street Journal. There's a good chance your kid uses AI to cheat. And here's one from the New York Times. AI will destroy critical thinking in K through 12. That means school up to age 18. Destroy critical thinking. Hey there, everyone. I'm Jeff, and I am not an AI voice, and I am not reading an AI-generated script. Some people think this is AI, but I promise you, every episode of Plain English is a lot more interesting than anything ChatGPT could generate. This is Plain English, where we help you upgrade your English skills with stories about things going on in the world. Now, I will fully admit I am not in touch with the world of education. It's been a long time since I've been in school, and I don't have kids. But lately, I've been reading a lot of articles about how ChatGPT and artificial intelligence are upending education. So that's what we'll talk about today and on Thursday. Today's episode is about students, cheating, and ChatGPT. Thursday's episode will look at the same issue from the perspective of the teachers. And then, by the end of the week, you'll be prepared to say who has it worse, students or teachers. I say it's a toss-up. This is episode number 782 of Plain English, which means you can access the full episode learning resources at plainenglish.com/782. That's where you can take a quiz, do the listening challenge, record your voice, and more. plainenglish.com/782. Before we start today's story, I'd just like to remind you that the podcast is just one part of how we can help you upgrade your English skills. At plainenglish.com, you can make faster progress with active learning strategies. You can take quizzes, do activities, listen to the fast version of the audio, watch video workshops, practice what you learn, and even join a live call with JR and me. It's all about helping you build your skills to become a better, more confident English speaker. Sound good? Go to plainenglish.com to start your free 14-day trial today. Now, let's jump into today's story. Ever since ChatGPT debuted in November 2022, many of us have wondered what it would mean for our lives. Would our jobs get easier? Or would they disappear? Would we get more accurate search results? Would it kill the art of writing? Would we no longer be lonely since we'd always have someone to talk to? Would we no longer be confused since AI could explain any hard topic to us in a way we could understand? But amid all the hype, there has been less talk about ChatGPT's impact on one very old-fashioned part of life, education. Think back to your time in school, when a teacher assigned you a take-home essay. Maybe you got questions like, how is the American dream portrayed in the novel The Great Gatsby? Or, what were the primary causes of the decline of the Roman Empire? If you're over about age 40, you probably had to do your own research with printed books or encyclopedias. If you're in your 30s or 20s, you probably had access to online sources like Google and Wikipedia. But if you're in school today, it's all different. You have ChatGPT. ChatGPT can make a kid's life a lot easier. It can help explain a confusing problem in a way that's easier to understand. It can help critique a first draft of an essay. It can help students organize their thoughts or generate new ideas. These types of activities are broadly allowed. But ChatGPT and other services like it can also help students cheat. It can draft essays. It can summarize books and articles so the students don't have to read them. It can solve complex mathematical proofs. It can answer quiz questions and do calculations from a science lab. This kind of use is broadly not allowed. It's considered cheating to ask ChatGPT to do assignments for you or to give you answers. There's a fine line between using AI as a tool and using it to cheat. And in most cases, nobody is there looking over students' shoulders, making sure they use AI correctly. And so every day, students from middle school through university level have to decide, do I follow the rules or do I push the envelope and use ChatGPT to cheat? A lot of them can't resist the temptation. A recent survey found that 40% of students who used AI had used the tool to cheat. A student from the United States recorded a video of herself pasting an entire chapter of a textbook into ChatGPT and saying, "College is just how well I can use ChatGPT at this point." One student from Canada said she spends so much time on TikTok that her eyes hurt when she's done. So she uses ChatGPT to turn a 12-hour homework assignment into a 2-hour assignment. Teachers say that take-home assignments have become a free-for-all. Some students use AI for help, others use it to cut corners, still others have ChatGPT do the whole thing. A few holdouts do the work themselves. That's homework. But surely, you may be thinking, the in-person classroom experience must still be free of AI, right? Think again. At universities, students often have their devices open in the classroom, recording the lectures so they can feed the professor's commentary into their AI prompts later. Other students type a professor's discussion questions into ChatGPT, read the answers on their screens, raise their hands, and repeat what ChatGPT said. One student said she used AI for all her classes. "My grades were amazing," she said. "It changed my life." Technology moves quickly, but education moves slowly. Schools, universities, teachers, administrators, and parents have been caught flat-footed and are not sure how to respond. Many teachers say that take-home assignments are now meaningless. They have no idea what is written by the student and what was generated by artificial intelligence. Cheating is unfair to those who do the work. More seriously than that, though, is the loss of experience that students are suffering. Solving a complicated math problem, even if you don't get it in the end, is a valuable experience. It teaches you problem-solving skills, how to look at a problem from multiple angles, how to try one thing and then backtrack if it doesn't work. It teaches perseverance, the rewards of not giving up. Writing an essay is a different kind of thinking. When you write an explanatory essay, you have to explain a concept better than when you speak. When you write an argument, you have to reason more tightly. The flaws in your argument, the holes in your explanation, are right there on the page. Writing demands clearer thinking. So what happens to students who graduate from high school and college without ever having this experience? One education expert put it this way. She said, "This is a giant public experiment that no one has asked for." Not every student is on board with using AI to cheat. Some of them realize that they're not learning anything when they cheat with ChatGPT. One high school senior said she cheated on almost every assignment last year, but this year she decided to take a step back and use my brain. ChatGPT has been out for 2 years. That isn't a long time in the scheme of things, but it is a long time if you're a student. That's half your experience in high school or college. Think about it this way. Walk onto a university campus. Half the students you see walking the hallways or strolling the sidewalks have never been at a university without access to free, computer-generated assignments. Think also about kids graduating from high school this year, 2025. And think about the last 6 years of their education, from age 12 to age 18. Depending on where they lived, they may have had online learning for 2 of those years. Then they had 2 years to get back to normal, and then ChatGPT came out, and independent work and homework lost their meaning. I don't envy the cohort of kids graduating from high school this year, not one bit. Well, if you think ChatGPT has revolutionized the lives of students, just wait until Thursday. That's when we'll talk about AI's impact on teachers. This was Plain English, episode number 782. Every episode has a full set of learning resources. They can help you improve your listening, speaking, grammar, and vocabulary. You can have ChatGPT do them. You can have AI do them. That would be pointless, but you can do that. In any case, all the resources are online at plainenglish.com/782. Remember, the next episode of Plain English comes out this Thursday. See you then.